You're in a big interview for a job you really want, say, a flight attendant. The room's quiet, you can feel the pressure, and you just know that what you say in the next few minutes could change everything. You've prepped, you're ready, but then they hit you with the one question that can make or break the whole thing. Let's dive into how to absolutely nail it.
So, we're going to zoom in on that one single question interviewers love to ask. It sounds simple on the surface, but it's really a test to see if you have real-world skills. Your answer tells them if you're just saying what you think they want to hear, or if you actually have what it takes.
And there it is, the classic. What are your greatest strengths? You know it's coming, right? But the real question is, how do you answer it in a way that makes you stand out from everyone else? What is the interviewer really looking for when they ask this?
Now, before we get to the secret sauce, the winning formula, let's talk about the biggest mistake pretty much everyone makes. There's this one answer that recruiters hear all day long. And honestly, it does you more harm than good. This right here. I like helping people. I mean, it sounds good, doesn't it? It feels like the right thing to say, especially for a job that's all about customer service. But in reality, it's one of the weakest, most forgettable answers you could possibly give. So what's wrong with it? Well, the problem is it's just a claim. There's no evidence. As you can see, it's way too general. Everybody says it. Doesn't set you apart at all. And this is the most important part. It tells the interviewer you have a skill, but it doesn't show them. And that's the mistake we're going to fix. The secret to turning a weak answer into a powerful one comes from a timeless piece of advice that storytellers use. And trust me, it's a game changer.
This is it. This is the entire strategy. Show, don't tell. Instead of just stating your strength, you need to demonstrate it. You've got to paint a little picture for the interviewer that proves without a doubt that you actually have the skills you're talking about. So you're not just answering a question anymore, you're telling a quick story that makes your point for you and makes your answer totally unforgettable. And the best way to find your story? Think of a real time you solved a problem for someone. And hey, it doesn't have to be some huge dramatic event, just a simple, real moment where you made a difference.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you craft that winning story? Let's break down the practical steps. First, you gotta know which strengths are most important for the job. For a flight attendant, for example, empathy and patience are absolutely non-negotiable. So these are the qualities your story needs to highlight. And you can totally adapt this, by the way. If you're going for a tech job, your story might focus more on problem solving or your attention to detail. And here it is, your super simple 3-step formula for telling that story. It's listen, apologize, and solve. First, you listened to the person's problem. Then, you showed empathy. You apologized. And finally, you took action to solve the issue. This little structure proves you don't just feel bad for someone, you actually do something about it. That's it. Just 3 simple steps. Listen, apologize, solve. That's the backbone of your unforgettable answer. So let's put it all together and see what this actually sounds like in a real interview. It's pretty powerful. See, this is a perfect example of showing, not telling. You start by naming the strengths, but then, instead of just stopping there, you launch right into a mini story that proves it. It follows our formula perfectly. A customer was upset, so you listened, you apologized, and you offered solutions. It's short, it's clear, and it's incredibly effective. And that's exactly why it works so well. An answer like this doesn't just claim you have skills, it proves them with a real-world example. It shows the interviewer that you are a genuine problem solver who can handle the exact kind of stuff that's going to come up on the job every single day. So the takeaway here is pretty clear. Stop telling interviewers you're good at something and start showing them with a great story. The next time you walk into that room, don't just have an answer ready, have a story ready. The only question left is what's yours going to be.